because Jeff Bezos makes money every second of the day.
Oh, for
dude.
sure.
So he could rebuild Maui himself and barely make a dent. Because when we're talking about billionaires and we're talking about people who have this much wealth, this is something where an expense like that is going to be made the next week.
Hi, Mr. Bezos. Did you know that while you're on your billion-dollar space vacay, hardly paying federal taxes, there are still hundreds of thousands of people starving and homeless in America?
Hell yes.
Welcome
Welcome.
to the Itchy Sweater Podcast. We are your humble servants, Dwayne Johnson and Oprah, and we are here asking for your donations. Welcome.
Can I be Oprah?
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, dude.
Yeah,
I feel like everybody loves me for no reason.
I never say I never say which one of us is the person.
I want to be Oprah today.
Yeah. You get a car.
You get one.
You get a car.
one. You get one.
So we're just passing out stuff.
And then you're just...
You have a book
The
club.
Rock's going to give you 6 inches.
Right. I think The Rock and the ruthless aggression, like nothing beats Attitude Era Rock. Like a lot of those guys who were doing their thing in the Attitude Era were already really good. Mm-hmm. But I think Ruthless Aggression Rock was still pretty good.
Ruthless Aggression was...
When John Cena was coming in and
was
Orton
that the
was really
Just
making
Bring
a name.
It one?
Kinda,
Where
yeah.
he started wearing cutoffs? And...
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that was pre...
That was after Hollywood Rock.
Oh, it was after.
Yeah.
Oh.
Because he came back and he was hated for going back to Hollywood.
That's right.
And
So
then,
he put on a little muscle. He was the Just Bring It guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. I definitely like that. I love anything where he's going off against like Stephanie McMahon or who's the one he did the song about? Vicky Guerrero.
Yeah. Yep. And he did he tried to do a sing along with Stone Cold. And then that's when he was that was either his second match with Austin, because I know his third match with Austin was Austin's retirement match at WrestleMania.
That's who he wrestled his last match against?
That was his
Really?
last match was with The Rock.
I didn't know that.
Yep, because he was the only guy. Like, The Rock and Austin have a good rivalry because they were both trying to be the guy.
Yeah.
Because Austin was the guy, Rock was trying to be the guy. Then he comes back down. Rock is coming back up, building himself back up again. Austin's still the guy, goes to WrestleMania, loses that one too. The Rock is the guy. Austin's there. Everybody loves him. But both of them are really trying to be the guy. Austin and The Rock's third WrestleMania main event match. The Rock wins that and Austin retires. Because Austin didn't have anybody else. There was nobody. They weren't giving him anybody else who was on that level.
So it went Austin, Rock.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
No, Austin, Rock.
Austin, Rock.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
It was a freaking great rivalry.
My thing, and I see what he did with the size he was, but I really wish the size he is like now,
Yeah.
or like even when he wrestled John Cena,
Yeah.
I really wish he was that size like the whole time.
Yeah, that would have been
I mean,
something,
he's
man.
not.
The older he got, the bigger he got.
I don't know if he ever has, but I don't think he's ever juiced. He might have.
I feel like he's got to.
Especially at this age.
Yeah.
He's huge.
There ain't no way you're that big and you're not doing something.
So, I mean, but he's such a calm person
Yeah.
that we see.
I mean, well, he
might
he's
take
got
it out
enough
on
money
his-
for the good stuff.
That's true.
He's not using like cheap
Yeah,
injections where you rage out. And,
We're not
you know.
using Chris Benoit.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's- We're going to talk about what he's worth.
let's figure that out.
Yeah. So, The Rock,
The Rock,
Dwayne The Rock Johnson,
6 inches.
the last time I checked, was worth over $800 million.
Holy shit! Are you serious?
He's one of the highest paid, if not the highest paid actors in Hollywood
he's
right now.
definitely one of the highest paid. That's for damn sure. Because I mean, look at all the movies he's been in.
He's been in so many.
Let's see. So The Rock's net worth as of August 1st, 2023. What'd you say?
Over $800 million.
Yeah, is estimated $800 million in 2023.
Mm-hmm.
Now, let's talk about his little buddy.
You know how net worth is. It's usually a little bit more.
Yes.
Now, Oprah, I'm pretty sure is worth $2.2 billion.
2.5.
$2.5 billion.
Holy Lord. And all she had was a talk show.
Yeah. Well, she also did movies and
Did she?
book clubs. Yeah.
No way. What movies
She did The Color
do?
Purple. And she was in
That's
two other movies, I
right.
believe. and
A
she
Wrinkle
also
in Time.
A Wrinkle in Time. That's another one. She also did
Beloved. Beloved, 1998.
Yeah, she's been in a couple of things. She's not just.
I didn't know she actually did movies.
And she had a talk show for years. It wasn't just like a little short talk show. That thing's been going on forever.
She was in one of the Crow movies.
Yes.
What the hell?
So
why is it when you bring
she
up
ain't no
her,
spring chicken?
Daryl Dixon comes up?
Why not?
I don't know.
But there's a reason I talked about this,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm glad you brought this up because I talked about this to our number one fan, and they're getting a lot of pushback on that video that they made.
Shout out CD. I miss you, baby.
You get the longest crowd reaction of all of our stuff.
I think so.
Because when we do shout out Mariposa, we do this. You know, people get shout outs, but they get a short one. CD gets. So you get more than the rest. But they're getting a lot of pushback from their little video that they posted.
Oh, are they?
Yes.
Ah.
Because it looks really bad.
Well,
You're asking. Let me break it down. Okay. Dwayne Johnson and Oprah, they make this video of asking about or saying that they've donated or pledged, because I don't think donate and pledge are the same thing, but there's a controversy around that too.
oh no, it's definitely different.
Okay.
It's different because you're pledging to give.
Yeah.
You're not pledging to ask.
Okay.
You don't ever pledge to ask somebody.
Right.
They always I pledge to give or do this.
Yes, but the pledge is not a donation.
No.
A pledge is just what you're.
A pledge is what you're going to do.
Okay. But you haven't done it yet.
But it usually follows up with I pledge to match the amount or give.
Gotcha.
When it's in that situation.
Okay. Cool. Thank you for breaking that down.
Time.
And they said, okay, this is what we've pledged, but we need help. We're asking all of you, which, you know, all of America basically, to also donate. And they were getting the side eye because why are you asking us?
And this was for the Maui
wildfires. Yeah. I'm sorry, I didn't just say what that was for.
They just want money.
They just want money. Yeah.
Just give them the money. Hey,
that was weird.
They need $1 million.
Yeah. I'm still kind of hyped up about it. But so they were asking just normal people, just people all over, to donate to the wildfire funds to help rebuild Maui. Now, people were giving them the side eye because 60% of Americans are living paycheck to paycheck.
Exactly.
A lot of people are just struggling out here just to frickin' get groceries and trying to figure out between whether they want to service their car or food.
Exactly. What's more important today?
Exactly. Yeah. So when most people are like 1 or 2 paychecks away from being unhoused, you're gonna get some backfire because you are Oprah freaking Winfrey and you are Dwayne The Rock Johnson,
2 of the biggest people.
Oprah is one of the richest people in the world.
What did we say her net worth was?
2.5 billion with a B.
Yeah.
And The Rock is over 800 million. So this is the issue. This is the issue. And this is the issue that a lot of people have with just billionaires in general. I'm going to tell you 2 big issues with this, all right? So the first issue is Oprah Winfrey, who can't single-handedly rebuild Maui yet. Here, do you know how much it would take to rebuild Maui?
What do I think, or do I actually know?
What do you think?
I would think at least $1 billion.
It takes $5.5 billion to rebuild Maui.
Yeah, see, okay.
$5.5 billion to rebuild Maui. Okay,
that's a lot. Wow.
Well, here's the thing. Do you know how much Jeff Bezos is worth?
No. And hold on, Jeff Bezos is Amazon?
Amazon. He is the owner of Amazon. Now, I'm gonna do a really quick,
because I know that did it go up or down when he got divorced from that lady and made her like one of the richest women in the world?
I think it went,
or did it stay the same?
I think it probably stayed the same.
Okay.
Because I'm going to tell you how much he's worth. Oof. Now, it's probably a little higher.
Give me
this
a
is
hot or
estimation.
cold here, okay? I'm going to say 4.8.
No.
Cold?
What do you say, huh?
Is it? Am I hot or cold?
You are very cold.
10?
No.
Fucking 20?
No.
50?
No.
100?
Higher.
110.
A little higher.
120.
A little higher.
130.
A little higher.
150?
A little higher.
200?
No. 160.
Holy
$0.6
shit.
billion. We're
Dude.
talking about the owner of
my
Amazon
God.
here.
Something that people use every day. I didn't even think about that.
$160 billion. In some
Holy
estimates, he's worth over $200 billion because Jeff Bezos makes money every second of the day.
Oh, for
dude.
sure.
So he could rebuild Maui himself and barely make a dent. Because when we're talking about billionaires and we're talking about people who have this much wealth, this is something where an expense like that is going to be made the next week.
Oh, of course.
He makes $5.5 billion in a week.
In a week.
So
I believe that.
He could single-handedly rebuild Maui.
Now, here's the problem.
Mm-hmm.
Why doesn't he?
And I'm going to get to that.
Because
I'm going to get to that. One more. Go ahead, say what you got to say, but I'm going to get to it.
The reason I'm thinking,
Uh-huh.
this is what I would think. Okay, how do you stay a billionaire? By not spending any money and giving money to people.
Exactly. Do you know how much Mark Zuckerberg is worth?
That is
The owner of
Facebook, right?
which is now Meta for whatever reason.
It's still Facebook.
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna go on the high side. 200.
No, actually lower.
Really?
He's actually quite lower than Bezos.
100.
Just a teeny bit higher.
90. Oh, higher.
Teeny bit. Just a tiny.
105.
Yeah. $105.7 billion.
God dang.
Single-handedly, he can rebuild Maui. There is also the owner of Oracle. I can't remember his name, but he's worth around the same amount.
That's the? Oh shit! What company is that? That's They do. What's her name went to go work for them? I think Bailey went to go work for them.
Mm-hmm. Yes, Larry Ellison. Larry Ellison. So let's go ahead and look up Larry Ellison because he is also up there. Wow.
No.
Do you know what this?
Don't tell me he's above. What's his nuts? The first guy.
He's nearly Elon. Or not nearly Elon. He's nearly Bezos. Nearly.
Okay, so he was what? No. What was he?
Bezos was 160.
150.
Tiny bit higher.
155?
158. 158.3 billion
And
US buck.
I guarantee you, these guys just sit on their ass in meetings all day.
Yeah.
God, that's got to be nice.
You are every moment you breathe, you're making money. These are three multi-billion-dollar people who could single-handedly rebuild Maui themselves, or they could just make a pool of $5.5 billion.
Oh yeah,
and they don't
easily together
because greed.
So here's my thing,
and the reason I named these people.
Yes.
Here's the second part. The reason I named these people is because all three of these people, including The Rock and Oprah, have land in Hawaii. They actually have skin in the game, and they do nothing.
Okay. So here's my thing. I think, and now I get it, greed is the biggest thing.
Lack of empathy. Also,
they don't give a shit. Yeah. Do you know how many people, on average, probably visit Hawaii every year? Because
it's a large number.
I would assume, especially for vacation, not even the people that live there.
Yeah.
It's how many people actually visit every. It's got to be a lot.
Oh, it's like people were. That's another issue too. We're going to talk about. Like people were complaining because they had to cancel plans. But yeah, go ahead.
You ready? You ready?
I'm ready for it.
How many tourists does Hawaii get each year? For all of 2022, there were 1.6. Okay, so let's say 1,674,208 visitors to Hawaii Island.
Wow.
Representing a 94.9% recovery from 2019, which was 1.7. Total visitor spending was $2.68 billion.
Wow.
So, here's my thing.
Mm-hmm.
I am Kyle Lemire.
Yes, you are.
And I own whatever company. Okay, I am a billionaire.
Yeah.
I am worth. What's Zuckerberg worth? What was he?
100. Zuckerberg is 158.
'Kay.
No, 100.
So-
it's 105 million.
So let's
billion,
say
105 billion.
I own Facebook. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Something that people use every single day, that people use to get ads on,
Mm-hmm.
to do business off of,
Yep.
that you can get premium accounts and stuff like that for, that pay stuff.
Yep.
You're making whatever you're making each day off of this.
Uh-huh.
So why not say, look, I'm going to give, even $1 billion. What's $1 billion going to do out of your 1 point, whatever the hell it was?
Nothing.
I mean, you know you're going to get it back. Even if you were like, hey, I want to get it back. Even if you said, hey, plus interest over a 20-year span.
Yeah.
When you guys are fully done, when everything's rebuilt, I get money back.
Do you know how good that makes you look?
Amazing.
Yeah.
You know, they'd probably make a statue of you there. I mean, it's Hawaii,
to single-handedly rebuild an island.
Yeah, that makes $2.6 billion a year.
You have the money. Like, that's unfathomable to me. You have the money to single-handedly rebuild an island. And we're not talking about some, remote island off of where.
No, not at all.
Hawaii is part of the United States.
Yes.
It's one of the 50 states.
It is in your continent.
Yes.
You're
and
North
you
America.
own land there. Every single person
Yeah.
we're talking about has land. They have skin in the game, and they refuse.
That's bullshit. That really is. Like, even me, I would, dude. If I go there,
5 billion, just 5.5 billion that all these people exceed, except for Oprah and Dwayne. All these people exceed
we
that,
say
right?
just 5.5.
I know, that's what I know, right? All these people exceed that. We're talking about money that their children's children are still going to be benefiting from.
Yes.
You could rebuild an island, 5.5 billion, and just go, that's it.
Yeah.
And you're going to make the money again within the week.
Like I said, even if you got with like whoever the top official of Hawaii is and said, look, over a 20-year span, give it back.
Bezos he tried to go to space, bro.
Yeah.
Bezos tried to go to space, and he was having a blast. He was having the time of his life in his little cowboy hat. He gets off and he goes, hell yes, with his weird laugh. And that did nothing to his net worth. Did nothing. That barely touched it. Barely touched it. It's a weekend trip
to space.
And I'm just
yeah. See, like I said, I would be, and it's just being me.
Oh my God.
You know, I'm not full of greed and corruption and all that because I also don't have that kind of money or that kind of power.
I feel like you have to be to have that kind of money.
But
I don't think they're You can't be one without the other. I think you have to be the one with the other thing.
You think it's like Illuminati power or like elitist?
I think it's definitely elitism and classism, but there's also like you can't be in the position that they are without looking to the person to your right and to your left and saying, I'm going to step over that person.
Well,
you can't.
Did you watch the movie? I mean, he kind of.
You can't
did.
You can't have that type of power and wealth without. Well, one, a lot of these people have rich parents, but you also have to be able to look at people as not people and just numbers.
Yeah. Oh, definitely. And
you
that's
have
what
to
lot
have
of
a mentality.
do.
Like you've seen Zuckerberg on TV, right?
Oh yeah,
the guy's dead inside.
He's weird.
he acts like a freaking robot.
He's
like a
he
cyborg,
probably
dude.
is.
Yeah, like you have to be.
And Elon probably made him.
You have to almost be like inhuman.
Yeah.
And it's just like wow.
And
because a lot of these people don't have any personalities. You see these people on TV. They're cardboard boxes.
Yeah.
These people are dead.
Now here's my problem with the reasons why I thought of The Rock.
Mm-hmm.
The Rock is actually, I don't know if he actually is. I mean, there could be something on the other side of the door when he closes the door to go home.
Mm-hmm.
The Rock is one of the nicest, most outgoing people we've ever seen. He does things for anybody. I mean, I just saw a thing about him surviving, him going to a guy who is in the UFC now, fighting for a contract for the UFC. Only had like $2 to his name, this and that. Ended up buying the guy a house and saying, I've been there, here you go.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Oprah, same thing. She hands out cars and tablets and iPhones and, whatever, like nobody's business. These are two of the nicest people we know of. And we haven't, now, it's not saying they haven't done it by the time this comes out. It's what we haven't seen yet, is them say, we have donated, $100 million to, even that right there.
Mm-hmm.
The fact that you're donating shows, okay, they care. They're helping. We have not seen one bit of a report that says anybody like them has donated. So that was the reason why I wanted to bring it up. Yeah, they pledged to help by using their voice and saying that we need to pay.
Call your rich friends, not us.
Call Vince. I know you're friends with Vince.
Call your people.
Yeah.
That's what Lady Gaga did. She called her people. She didn't when she was doing some relief, like for, this was a while ago. She called her rich friends. She called them and they got together and they pulled the money together and they did the thing.
Yeah.
That's all you have to do. Call your rich friends.
You just have to be a decent person.
Call
and
your
care.
rich friends. Hey, Oprah, there's no way you don't know people. Call them.
Yeah.
The
Oh,
Rock.
yeah. Oh, Oprah? Oh, The Rock?
Yeah. Oprah's been doing this since the freaking 70s.
80s, 70s,
Like,
whatever the hell it's been. Yeah.
The Rock. Come
Yeah.
on.
You've been doing this shit
bro.
since the 90s, bro. Come
Yeah,
on.
like these people are able to just walk up to Bezos and shake his hand and say, how you doing?
Yeah.
Like, these are people who can get face to face and say, hey, donate.
What's up, JB?
Hey.
You got some money?
JB, donate. Zuck, donate.
Yeah. Elon.
Ellison, donate. Elon's got his own.
Well, whatever.
bull
He's
crap.
got money.
But
He's got money.
Yeah. Donate. Like, these are. You take Oprah. Let's leave Dwayne out of it because we don't know if he's a certified billionaire yet.
Oh, we don't.
Let's leave Dwayne out of it.
Okay.
Oprah, Ellison, Zuckerberg, Elon, Bezos. That's 5 people. 1 billion from each of them. That's most of it right there. All you need now is $500,000.
And even if you want to do your pledge thing and the people raised $500,000.
Sorry, 500 million.
500 million, whatever. I don't even
5 million.
I don't think
5 million. Sorry, I'm thinking about the numbers.
Listen, I'm bad at math, and you're screwing with
I'm
my
sorry
head right now.
It's just like,
okay?
they have the 5 million. All you need is the point.
The 5
Or
billion.
they have the 5 billion. All you need is the
just
5,
quit talking numbers.
The 5 million. After that,
Drink your coffee.
It's the 5 billion, and then the 5 million, and then you're good.
But yes, there is an issue with all that. Like, you think, oh, she gives this and that away. Why aren't you giving your money away?
Yeah.
Now
You're gonna make it again.
Yeah, exactly. And like I said in the beginning, hey, over a 20-year, 30-year span, give it back.
Yeah.
I mean, they've got high taxes. I mean,
It's just. Oh, it just
Yeah.
gets under my skin because it's so easy.
For them.
It's so easy.
for them, it's so
you could
easy.
just do it.
Yeah.
Oh.
And it's not like, it's not like us. You're like, oh, hey, I've got, a couple $100 in my account. I can't donate, $20 because I need that $20 for gas or something.
Right. People are here consciously thinking about a cheeseburger.
Can I afford this cheeseburger?
God.
Yeah, it's irritating, but I mean, then again, like I said, we haven't seen reports, but that doesn't mean nothing's been.
True.
So
Let's talk about another type of trauma.
you love trauma.
Let's talk about a different form of trauma. You just got finished watching The Bear.
Oh my Lord. You want to talk about a show that gives you anxiety? Fuck.
Yeah. What'd you think about it, Kyle? Because I saw it. I watched it probably in a very unhealthy way. I finished that show in a 2.5 day span. I could have finished it in 2.
That's very close to what I did with Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
Yeah,
your speed run in Game of Thrones was insane.
We both did a show that was at least 2 seasons plus.
Yeah, but The Bear is 2 seasons.
I know.
You finished Game of Thrones
In a month.
In a month. Was that 9 seasons?
Something like that. I don't remember.
But
That'll be something I'm always be proud of.
Good Lord, you should be.
But I can't remember half of it. I was watching it while half asleep. Like,
It was a speed run. You're like, just give me the juicy parts.
yeah, definitely. I remember telling Lane when I was finally done, I was like, there was way too much talking in 9 seasons of that show. But I guess that's what you need to survive 9 seasons. Anyway,
Yeah, I guess.
The bear. Okay, so if anybody doesn't know, I guess somewhat spoiler alert, maybe.
Because it's still kind of new.
The premise of the show is there's a guy named is it Carmichael or Carmi? I know his name's Carmi.
Uh-huh.
He is a
Carmen.
God dang it. Let me get my facts straight before I say it.
He's a seasoned chef.
He's a seasoned chef
He
that
went to
has
school.
two
He's done the thing.
Michelin stars?
Yes.
Okay. So he's received 2 Michelin stars. He's from Chicago. His brother recently passes away, so he leaves him a restaurant to take over.
Who's played by John Bernthal. He plays Mike.
Fucking love that guy.
Yep,
dude.
he played the Punisher.
He played that part with
Yo, dude.
he played the brother.
He came to play.
Dude.
He came to act his ass off, and he did. And everybody did.
Everybody
brought it in that show.
I loved it.
Oh, my God, the acting is so good.
So he plays him to take over this as the brother. He leaves him a restaurant to take over this, like, I could, what was it, like a hot beef sandwich restaurant?
Yeah, the like the Chicago style like sandwiches.
Yeah.
Like roast beef, something like that.
So
he leaves it to his brother Richard and Carmen.
Carmen ends up saying, no, I'm going to bring in another chef.
Yeah.
We're going to do something crazy with this. And if you've ever worked in a restaurant, you'll know, like, as soon as you, because I mean, I was a dishwasher for probably a total of 2 years at 3 places.
Yeah.
I've seen what people do and go through. I hated it.
Yeah.
The hustle and bustle,
Yep.
like maybe 2 years.
One of my friends is a line cook, like a person who like is a chef,
Yes.
like for real. And he said they did their homework. Like it's accurate.
Oh, it seems accurate.
Yeah.
And you've actually got one of your partner's friend. Is it the same one that we were talking about?
Yes.
Or? Oh, okay.
Same person.
Yeah, that's the person I want to talk to you on here because, I mean, doing all that stuff, being a line. I mean, we could take, honestly, any line cook in Austin and just be like, hey, come talk on this podcast. Tell me how crazy it is.
Yeah.
But just watching these people, like the behind corner, always shouting, yes, chef. I need forks. You said we weren't going to run out of forks, but I ran out of forks.
Right.
People missing on their breaks outside smoking. Like, just it's such a anxiety-filled show.
For sure.
But I loved it.
Yeah.
And I don't know what it was about it, but I loved it.
It made you feel everything.
Probably.
Because with the acting and the atmosphere and the mood and how it was shot beautifully, like everything felt authentic.
Oh yeah.
And it felt like you were like when you were in the kitchen, it was like you could smell cooking, and you could hear like the sizzling, and it's like you could
hear the pots and pans.
Yeah, it's like you were in there.
Yes.
And they made you feel like you were a part of the show, and that's why it felt so, anxiety riddled and intense, because they made you feel like you were there working with them.
Yes.
You were just like an observer.
And the fact that, you see what these people are outside of their work,
family
as well.
drama. Yeah.
You see how the restaurant affects them at home and their relationships and all this other stuff.
Mm-hmm.
It was a very good show, and I hope it continues because, I mean, okay, so here's your spoiler alert. I'll let you skip forward. They do not have a Michelin star earned by the end of the second season.
Mm-hmm.
I would love to see like 4 seasons or 5 seasons of that show.
Yeah.
And in the 4th season, maybe earn it then, and then see what or maybe even the 5th season at the very end of it or whatever, get it like at the 8th out of 10 episode, and then see how far they go in the next 2 episodes, kind of what that Michelin star does for them, go from there.
Yeah.
I would love to see that.
For sure. They got a hell of a cast. Like, I'm looking at the cast right now. Like, these are
they're
hard hitters.
Yeah.
And they like I said, everybody brought it.
And that Jeremy guy, I'd never seen him before until the show. I didn't know he was in what was that I just learned about. Is it Shameless?
Oh yeah, yeah.
I didn't know. I had heard about the show, but I didn't know he was in it.
Mm-hmm.
Never knew that.
Yep. And he's
I mean,
damn good actor.
Very Jeremy. What's his name?
Jeremy Allen White.
Jeremy Allen White. And now I know him. His name's Jeremy because of Ludacris. He calls him on a commercial for some beer company, whatever.
Yep.
But he's so good, and his cousin, the guy who plays cousin,
Eben Moss, Big Crack.
That guy,
Bickrock?
That guy could be a professional asshole.
Yeah, Richard.
His
name is Richard.
He's Dick.
His name in the show is Richard.
Is it? Oh, you're right. It is.
Yeah.
So he did very well. He's an asshole, but then he turns it around. I love when he gets into that other restaurant. In the
he gets
season,
into the
starts learning everything.
Classic
my
restaurant,
God,
and
dude, he's so good.
They got him. He's like, you got me doing spoons. What are you doing here? And then they bring him back. He's like, okay, let me show you.
Yeah, let me show you what you're doing.
And then in the last episode,
it clicks.
Everything he learned.
It's so good.
It's so good.
I wasn't a fan of the way that him being stuck in the
refrigerator.
Yeah, I wasn't a fan of what happened during that whole time.
I liked that it was not really a happy ending.
It's the same here because it kind of leaves you on a cliffhanger.
Yeah, because right after the shift, again, spoilers. You got somebody doing meth in the alley.
Yes. Yeah. He's like, what are you doing, smoking meth?
Yeah, he's like, what are you doing, meth, dude?
I think I have to fire you for this.
Yeah.
Let me ask.
Yeah, and then he goes back. He was like, I think I gotta fire him. She was like, yeah, absolutely, immediately. Sydney,
that's her name. Yeah,
absolutely, immediately.
He's like, I think I fire him.
Yep.
Oh yeah, now.
And then Claire goes in the back where
Yes.
Carmi is. Hears everything because he thinks he's talking to Tina still.
Claire Bear.
And Tina has to go away, and then, it happens, and it's like, like, even the last episode was like, why is this so bad?
Yeah. Yeah, why are you doing
Everything goes
this?
right and wrong at the same time.
But, like, the whole, their opening.
Yeah.
Was it their soft opening? Is that what that was?
The reopening of the...
So, at the very end,
Yeah.
the last episode, was that the one where they did the soft opening?
Yes.
So that wasn't like them actually being open. That
No,
was them
wait.
trying to figure everything out.
No, that
right?
was them opening.
Oh, that was them opening.
Yeah, like that was opening night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, I'm going to keep spoiler alert again. Even the mom shows up.
And I like how that went down, too.
That was cool.
I like how she didn't go in.
Yeah. Now,
And I like how she wasn't redeemed.
Yes.
And Jamie Lee Curtis plays her. And Jamie Lee Curtis, I mean, is Jamie Lee Curtis.
That's another actress. I'm like,
it's Jamie Lee Curtis.
Exactly.
She's going to act, and she did. And I'm glad... And she was an awful person. I'm glad
she was
didn't.
horrible.
I'm glad she didn't do the whole stupid like, oh, but it's mom, and like we have to like forgive mom.
Yes,
It's like no, she was
yes.
she was awful.
She's a fucking cunt.
So I'm glad that happened the way it happened.
But I loved that and the family dinner.
Yeah. Oh my
what
god.
was
That's
Better
just
Call
all
Saul?
anxiety.
Better Call Saul. What's his name?
Oh, Bob Odenkirk.
Bob Odenkirk was dad.
And John Mulaney's in it too. He
John
plays,
Mulaney's
yeah, he
in
plays
it.
Stevie. Oh, from
What's the mobster guy? Is that who you're thinking of?
well, that's Oliver Platt.
Oliver Platt's in it.
But also Sarah Paulson is John Mulaney's. That's his wife, who does American Horror Story.
yes,
Yeah, Sarah.
yes.
Sarah, yeah, she's in it too.
and you know who my kind of favorite one was that I've seen him do cooking videos and stuff before, and now I realize why they put him in there. Mm-hmm. Is Fack.
Oh yeah.
So
Maddie
Matheson.
Yeah, Neil Fack.
He's an actual cook.
Yep.
But they have him as the janitor guy.
Mm-hmm.
I love that.
Yeah.
And so then he learns how to be like the front guy in the front and everything. And then he has that nice suit on, and they're getting the plunger out. And
Yeah.
dude, I love it.
It was great, man.
Absolutely love it.
It was great.
Show.
Even Joel McHale's in it. He plays that New York City chef.
Oh, you'll never be anything guy.
Yeah,
oh,
yeah.
I fucking hated that guy.
Yeah.
God, I hated him.
He reminded
so
me
much.
of Whiplash. Bald guy. Can't remember his name. Played freaking
Whiplash is the drum movie.
yeah. He played Jameson in the Spider-Man movies.
Oh,
Isn't it like freaking? It's on the tip of my tongue.
Jonah Jameson.
It's on the tip of my tongue.
Right here. What's his name? There's pictures of him, but what's his name?
J.K.
J.K.
Simmons. Yeah, like right when you said it, I remembered it. J.K. Simmons. He reminded me of him in Whiplash.
Oh,
But,
how he's a dick the whole time. He's
yeah.
like, you think you're keeping rhythm? Do it again.
Yeah, and he throws
smacks him in the head.
throws a freaking chair at him.
Yeah.
And
Is
he
that
goes,
keeping rhythm?
so why did I throw a chair at you?
You're fucking psycho. That's an insane movie too.
Yeah.
Wow.
But yeah, I just love how he like got up, like Joe McHale gets up in his face. He's like, "You're nothing. You'll never be nothing. This is awful. Everything you cook is shit."
I hated that. And then he thinks he sees him, and he's like,
Yeah.
"Who took his order?" Ah! He
Yeah.
just starts going nuts.
Yeah, it was great.
Oh,
But
great.
just a great freaking show.
If-
If you haven't seen Whiplash, or if you haven't seen The Bear, well, watch Whiplash as well. But if you haven't seen The Bear, and we haven't spoiled everything for you, watch it. But yeah, now let's talk about head trauma.
Fuck. That drama.
So the NFL is upon us.
Oh Lord, that head drama.
Yeah,
We haven't even started yet.
and
As of right now,
Uh-huh.
we are Sunday, September 10th, 11:04 Central Time.
yes,
Nothing has started yet.
mm-hmm.
The only thing we know of is Texas beat Alabama last night.
Yep,
Hook 'em.
welcome.
Not even a real fan, and I'm just so glad that somebody beat Alabama.
Roll damn tide,
Roll
tide.
You ever see the cooking videos with the one guy? It's something bistro, and he's like, roll tide, roll tide.
Yeah, I've seen that.
No, that's what it reminds me of. But we don't. The only thing we know is that Thursday was the first game, and that was
It was the Lions versus Kansas City,
And
it was a
Kansas City?
good game.
and Kansas City lost.
Kansas City lost 21-20, baby, because Patrick Mahomes' receivers can't catch a catch.
No,
They
and,
can't catch a pass.
and I'm
They
wondering.
were awful.
I mean, you can only throw to Travis Kelce so many times,
And he wasn't even on the
He
field.
wasn't there,
Yeah, he wasn't there.
and neither was Chris Jones.
Neither was Chris Jones.
So now here's the thing: do they make a difference week 2? I think they do.
yeah. Listen, Travis Kelce knows defensive lines just as much as Patrick Mahomes does. Those guys are on the same page mentally every week. That's why they're so good together.
Yes.
That's why they're such a good duo, because they read the plays the same.
Yeah.
Like they're basically the same person. Like Travis Kelce is basically a backup quarterback without the quarterback abilities.
So here's the thing: next Sunday, they play the Jaguars in
Who the Colts play week 1.
in Jacksonville.
Mm-hmm.
Trevor Lawrence ain't no slouch.
No, he's actually better now than he ever was.
Doug Peterson has took over for a second year.
Yep.
So anything can
Understandably so.
happen. And I think Jacksonville is who Patrick Mahomes got hurt against in the playoffs, if I'm correct.
I
Or
think.
was that the it was a cat. I don't remember.
I like that. It was a cat.
I was at a car show and everybody was watching it on the sides.
Yeah.
And I was trying to figure it out. But
The Bengals were, I think around that time, the Bengals were already going against Buffalo. So it might have been Jacksonville.
maybe. But my thing is, I don't think Chris Jones signs within the next week. So that's another person that's out.
Okay.
Travis Kelce should be there.
Yep. He said they said week 2 he should be good.
Yes. But yes, that makes a difference, but does the defense,
The defense,
if you don't have that pressure in the middle.
and here's the thing too. What the crazy thing about that is the defense got worse second half.
Oh yeah.
They were not pressuring Goff.
No.
They weren't getting the pressure to Goff the way they were the first half.
And that's another thing. You lost to Jared Goff.
And to be fair, the Lions, they ain't no bad team.
They're not a bad. Don't get me wrong.
They beat the Packers for no reason.
Yes.
They had nothing to fight for.
Nothing.
The Packers had everything to fight for. The Lions beat them clean.
The Lions, I believe, will win their division this year.
Probably.
I want to put money on that, but I'm not sure.
You probably will.
I would like to put money on that.
I mean, they nearly got in last season.
Yes.
They didn't get in not because it was their fault.
Yeah.
They got in because of how the dice rolled.
So the only reason why I'm kind of skeptical is because we didn't see much of the new running back last night, Jahmyr Gibbs.
True.
They benched him for another guy, which I don't know why.
Mm-hmm. But they were running down
But they were doing good.
down their throats.
They were doing good.
Yeah, they were running really well.
So that makes me think that if they're that run-heavy team and they can pass every now and then to Amon-Ra and who's that other guy they got? I don't remember his name.
Yeah.
But if they can throw every now and then and they can run that damn ball down people's throats, they're going to be a force to be reckoned with.
Because that's what you need for a good offense.
Because, I mean, even in their division, it's them, the Bears, the Packers, and the I just had it, Vikings.
Yeah.
Vikings, I mean, they got Justin Jefferson. They
You
got
never know
some
with the
other
Vikings.
dude
They're just
running.
yeah.
Kirk O'Chains, I don't think he's going to do much.
I mean, they look amazing, and then they just show you that they're still the Vikings.
I still don't believe in the Packers.
I don't either.
I don't think Jordan Love is it. And
I don't either.
They don't have anybody. I mean, their defense is decent, but
The Packers always have a decent defense.
but Preston Smith is getting old.
Yeah.
Who knows, where these safeties and corners go.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Devondre Campbell, he's 30-something. Then the guy next to him, I can't remember his name. Who's the other linebacker? Rashawn Gary.
Mm-hmm.
Rashawn Gary's, I mean, he's good, but, I mean, he can only do so much. And they have like I said, they have no receivers.
The Packers are going to be not great this season.
And then Justin Fields, I don't know if that line knows that they're supposed to be blocking.
Yeah, that man nearly died last season. We talked about it a lot.
Yeah. We'll see if they...
It reminds me of Andrew Luck, but worse.
Oh, yeah. We'll see if they upgraded that line at all. I didn't pay attention to what they got over the offseason.
I didn't either.
But if they finally learned how to block, they could be...
Maybe something.
I think they could be at least second place.
Yeah, because most of their rushes came from their quarterback.
Yes.
That's not a good sign.
No.
But, man, the Lions were just scrappy. They picked up where they left off last season. They did lose their anime crazy running back. I can't remember his name. But
he went to the Saints.
Yeah, he's hilarious. I can't remember his name.
He was talking about...
Is it Will or what? Wilson, something like that. Look that up for me. But they're still good though. And Jared Goff reminds me of not only Ryan Gosling, but he also reminds me because he looks exactly like Ryan Gosling. But he also reminds me of
the Walmart Ryan Gosling.
Yeah, basically. He also reminds me of Eli Manning.
Jamal Williams.
He also reminds me of Eli Manning because he's not athletically gifted.
No.
He's kind of a pocket guy, but he has great awareness.
Yes.
And he knows how to get the ball to where it needs to go.
Yes.
Because sometimes he's a little skittish. He makes those decisions where I'm like, why didn't you just tuck it? But there are times where he's like, when he's really on, especially like he was against the Chiefs, when he really turned it on, especially in the second half, like I thought he looked exactly like Eli Manning. So you just need to be that good to get as far as they can. And they got a good defense. I mean, Eli Manning won 2 Super Bowls with the Giants when the Giants were like gross.
Yeah.
So
Wild
I think,
card.
Yeah. So I think Jared Goff is just the quarterback that they need.
Now, here's the thing. Everybody always forgets about this part. One of the highest scoring games came between Kansas City and the Rams.
Yeah.
Who was the quarterback?
Jared Goff.
Jared Goff.
Yep.
So I'm not saying he's bad. I still don't believe he is the long-term solution. I kind of feel like he's a fill-in, like how Jimmy was in San Francisco.
Yeah, like a
I
good,
think
like the person who can get you there.
Yes.
But you're not over.
You can't get over that
You're
hump.
not over yet.
No.
Yeah. But I think he has longevity. Like,
Oh, for sure.
like Jared Goff to me seems like a guy who is. The only doubt I have about Goff is in the moment for real, is he gonna make the play? Because I don't know if he can.
Yeah, I
He
don't.
still seems like he makes decisions where I'm just like, you didn't have to do that, and I'm just like, ugh. So there's just those things that he does that are gonna, I'm kind of like, ugh.
Yeah, but I mean, it could be worse. You could have, like I said, you could have Jordan Love.
Yeah.
Who still hasn't proved, and he may prove himself. I don't know. there's always that chance he could be the next Brett Favre.
Could be.
He could win them a Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
I don't see it.
Yeah.
Because he also doesn't have really anybody around him.
Mm-hmm.
And
the Chiefs got Marquez, Valdez, Scantling, so they don't have that anymore.
yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it was only one game so far. Like I said, today we will find out more. We'll see. Mm-hmm. I think this is when injuries are going to start happening.
Yeah, and for a lot of teams, that's when you kind of want them to happen.
Mm-hmm.
I know that sounds weird, but you
want them to happen preseason, but
well, yeah, but like if you're gonna have an injury, especially to your star guys, you want it to be something that happens early, so that the deeper you get into the season, they get you there. Now, the problem with that is they're your star guys for a reason. Mm-hmm. Those guys are the ones who do get hurt the most.
Yes.
So. Football is just one of those sports
which
where
is,
it's just like,
which is scaring me a lot because, and I'm going to toot my own horn here, but the Niners have a lot of star players.
Yeah.
And who's it going to be?
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm worried about.
Yeah.
But who steps up? Because we've seen your star players go down, and one guy is all it takes to step up and becomes, the face of the franchise.
Mm-hmm. And y'all just gave Bosa a massive deal.
My God.
And he deserves it.
So get this.
Yeah.
I learned about this yesterday. Bosa got $177 million
guaranteed 120.
Extension.
Yeah.
120 something guaranteed.
Whew.
But get this. You ready? Here's
Give
the
it
kicker.
to me. Give it to me, Daddy.
Where's the segment? The Niners have the most cap space.
Woo!
Right now.
That's what I'm talking about.
So you know what that means?
Sweet, sweet cap space.
You know what that means?
That means you can pay some people.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love it.
I'm gonna get Brian Burns.
Baby. You got that mob money, don't you?
Yeah.
You guys got that mob money organization, don't you?
Fucking love it.
Oh.
So yeah, they have 42 million in cap space right now.
Love it.
And if we can get some dominant edge rusher on the other side of Bosa, I think it's game over.
I think it is game over. I think you're right.
Because I don't have much faith in the guy that's over there right now. His name's Drake Jackson.
Yeah.
He's from USC. He wasn't that great last year.
Jersey Drake.
So I can only hope. And my number one person I would love them to trade for, maybe like a second round pick for, is Brian Burns from Carolina Panthers.
Okay.
He's their edge rusher.
Yeah, he is.
Or somehow get the other Bosa brother.
Two Bosas.
Two Bosas. Better than one.
Two Bosas are better than one.
I just think it would be so cool.
That would be cool. To
I
have,
think
like, two
we're
brothers playing.
I think we're just a piece or two away from getting it.
Wouldn't it be funny to see the other Kelsey, who's a center, be the center for Patrick Mahomes?
Or the tight end would be the tight end for Jalen Hurts.
Yeah.
That's weird.
Yeah, wouldn't that be funny? Like you got two brothers who are on offense.
Or both Watt brothers before he retired.
Oh yeah, that
team.
would be funny.
I think that
And
would be
fun.
crazy. Oh
Yeah.
and because the third brother was a fullback, he was on the team as well.
Oh yeah.
Oh my gosh, we could have done this, JJ. What the hell?
All these family, both Mannings on the same team.
Oh my
Quarterback and one's
yeah.
a back. Who's the backup?
One's a holder.
Yeah.
One's the field goal holder. I take pride in holding that ball. That would be crazy.
The long snapper.
Long snap.
Long snapper. But before we end, I would like to say that I hope going with my team now, the Indianapolis Colts. I am fully
Expecting them to trade Jonathan Taylor to the Miami Dolphins?
no, because they already the Dolphins are gonna have to bring a better deal because they already rejected the first deal.
You know what's crazy? Before you say the rest of your stuff,
What's up?
they already have Raheem Mostert and Jeff Wilson Jr. from the Niners.
Yeah,
They don't need another running back.
I really don't know why the Dolphins were
don't
even
get
trying to
it.
get a running back.
That makes no sense. Are they
yeah.
going to put him at quarterback and run Wildcat the whole time?
Yeah, I don't know what's
What the
happening there.
hell?
Like of all the teams that could maybe use a running back, the Dolphins are not one of them.
No.
So I didn't get that either. But I am fully expecting rebuild season this season and next season. Now the
For you
Colts,
guys?
yes. But the problem, like I will be happy if they get 6 wins this season.
Give me DeForest Buckner.
No.
Damn
If they get 6 wins this season, I'll be happy. Now, my thing
Really?
my thing is the Colts are making really weird decisions because they named Anthony Richardson as QB1.
I don't mind that.
I don't either, but I don't like it.
But how many times do you take a first-round pick and make them the starter?
Yeah,
Almost
I don't
every
like
single
that.
time.
and you got
Who's he going to stay there and learn from, though?
he's learning from Minshew because Minshew's the vet.
Yeah, technically.
But we also still got Ellinger. Ellinger did a great job in the preseason. I think I was like, that's Ellinger. That's the guy that they should have freaking started with.
Yeah.
But I don't like it because Steichen has Minshew from the Eagles, who he coached, and Minshew did a decent job. Like, he wasn't Jalen Hurts, but no one's Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts is Jalen Hurts. So it was like they were obviously better when he came in. I was thinking Steichen or Minshew was going to start, and he was going to be kind of like the starting guy, the vet, the guy who like knows things, and then maybe Richardson can come in either if something's not really working, maybe, and they alternate, or if he went down.
You want him to sit.
I do. I don't want him to start the first season.
Well,
I wanted to see more of Richardson in the preseason. I wanted to see only Richardson in the preseason.
Here's the problem with that. You want to sit your guy that you get in the first round.
Yeah.
Who just sat their guy for the first round for the last 4 years and ended up getting rid of him for a fourth.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But the Colts are going to do that.
I mean,
The Colts don't do that.
crazier things have happened.
I know. I'm not saying I don't want Richards to see action. I don't want Richards to see action now.
So you thinking maybe half the season and then start him?
Yeah. I want him to develop more. I want him to develop against like starters. I don't want him to see the preseason defense. I want him to see the regular season defense. I want him to learn from that. I want him to see what's happening, and then I want him to go out there and see what can go down. I don't want to start him immediately. And I thought that was the plan, and it's not. And I'm like, I don't know what that offensive line is going to do, because if that offensive line breaks apart like I think it might, now we got an injured rookie.
Yeah. We can only hope he excels, because I honestly root for you guys too.
Mm-hmm.
Out of respect for you, I root for him.
Yeah.
I also love DeForest Buckner and want him back, but we can only hope that he excels past what Andrew Luck did.
Yeah.
Stays healthy, doesn't retire early.
Yeah.
They actually build around him.
Yes.
This year, they say, hey, look, we've seen what we need. Let's attack and get this now.
Yes.
Honestly, it's what it needs to be done.
Mm-hmm.
Even if they need to trade Jonathan Taylor for, 3 good
I say go
linemen
for
or a lineman or whatever,
I say go for it.
It is what it is. You can get
because we don't
backs.
because we don't have that double threat anymore, which is unfortunate. Because Taylor being the running back with Richardson who can run, that's scary. That's very scary. That's going to keep defenses guessing. But we don't. But it's looking like we're not going to have that, and that's okay. What I want is Richardson to use his athletic abilities, which I know he will.
Yeah.
To be able to have some weapons around him.
Yeah.
That's what I want. And I think that's why we got so many rookies. That's why we got so many people out of college, because we're trying to fill those positions.
And that's something I've preached about you guys for a while, is that I think you need a dominant, true number one receiver.
Yeah. We don't really have that.
You don't. And I think a badass game changer tight end.
Yeah.
Because
I think our tight ends are solid. Like
Woods.
Mo Alley Cox. Woods is really good too. Did we get rid of? I think we got rid of Woods.
I think you did. I think it's just Mo Alley Cox.
Yeah.
So
But,
I would like to see somebody like that, like somebody who can come straight out of college.
Yeah, because I thought Pittman was the guy. Pittman ain't the guy. He couldn't make the catches that he needs to make. But I think what we have that's why I say this is a rebuild. Like I don't think the Colts are really going to do much. I think their division is a little bit more tougher now because Jacksonville's really doing some serious stuff, and then the Titans are going to tighten. We don't know what they're going to do. And then we also have the Houston Texans, who are almost always bad. But our division is really up in the air. And
That's very true.
yeah, because it used to pretty much just be the Colts of the Titans.
The only thing I can see happening is that, honestly, right now, the Texans give you a run for your money.
I think Jacksonville is.
Oh, Jacksonville. That's right. Never mind.
Yeah.
Okay, so I think it'll be Jacksonville, you guys, the Texans, and then the Titans.
Okay.
That's who I'm going.
Maybe so.
I don't see you guys winning first place.
No, I don't think so either. If anything, wild card maybe.
I
but
think you guys
I
can
don't
do
even expect that.
second or third place in your division. I don't think you'll be last.
Okay. I could see that.
I think the Titans end up shooting themselves in the foot, and then here's my hot take. I think Derrick Henry leaves next year.
Probably. Even running backs as good as that don't have longevity though.
Exactly.
So you gotta think about that.
You know
He's got to think about his life, and
Yeah.
he's got to think about like where he wants to go. If he really wants to get a ring, as good as he is, he needs to think about where he's gonna go, because it ain't gonna be Tennessee.
Dude, if you want a ring, you might as well go to, I mean, fuck. You know what he should have done is probably went to like the Cowboys.
Probably.
Somebody like that.
Yeah, because they just got rid of Zeke
Yep.
a little bit ago,
To the
and that was
Patriots.
interesting. Yeah, but I mean, because he gets 2 yards a carry, so
Maybe 3.
maybe 3.
You just got to run the ball 4 times. You just got a chance on 4th down.
You know, teams are doing that more now.
Oh, yeah.
Like 4th down is just another down
Oh, yeah.
at this point.
And fake punts.
Yeah,
Look what happened Thursday.
yeah. Like the Lions were, they look good. They look really good. But I think the Colts are. I think we got Jacksonville week 1 in Indianapolis. I think that's going to be a good test. I think. Oh, that might be today. I think.
Today.
Yeah. So I think whatever the Colts are going to do this game, I know it's week 1, but I honestly think what the Colts are going to look like week 1 at home against Jacksonville, a division opponent, is going to be what we see all year.
I think today they're going to get the bugs out. They're going to figure out what's going on. I
Yeah.
think this is the game that they are, all right, let's try this out. What works, what doesn't.
I'm going to be watching close, man.
Yeah.
I'm going to be watching close.
But good luck.
Yeah, and you as well.
Thank you, sir.
Who do you guys got week 1?
Pittsburgh.
Pittsburgh. Ooh, that's a good one, too.
Yeah, so TJ Watt against Trent Williams is what I'm watching.
All right.
Brock Purdy.
Come on, Trent.
Glock Purdy.
Glock Purdy, baby.
Is
so he's
playing.
starting?
He's starting.
Nice. We're going to see what that elbow do.
Hopefully it doesn't fold back anymore.
Yeah.
And we'll see if Debo, McCaffrey, Ayuk, and Kittle are what they are paid to be.
Man, you guys are going to see what happens with McCaffrey the entire season. You got a whole season of McCaffrey, baby. It's going to be a McCaffrey. It's going to look good. It's going to be saucy. It's going to be beautiful. I'm excited. I'm excited for you.
Ooh, thank you.
Niners going all the way, baby.
Fuck, I hope so.
But this has been an episode of Itchy Sweater. Thanks for joining us.
No,
Podcast?
not podcast yet. Remember to like and subscribe.
Like, subscribe,
Hey, help us
share.
out on YouTube. We are cranking out YouTube videos
the
like no
YouTube
other.
videos are finally getting just hammered out.
Shout
We're
out,
catching up.
Shout out, Alex.
Shout out, Alex. He
Our-
also gets a really lengthy
Our
collab.
video editor guy who
Yeah.
has been doing a tremendous job.
Been doing phenomenal.
Couldn't ask for somebody better. You're doing great, buddy.
Yeah.
Thank you for what you do. I know you're gonna hear this on one of them at least when you get to this one. Just keep cranking them out. You guys go check it out
Yes, sir.
on YouTube, Itchy Sweater Podcast and podcast.
Podcast.